Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? So we got a little project here today. This is the, what do you call that? Power line for my 12 volt fuel pump for my diesel that I wasn't too happy with. Thought these were good ends when I got them, and I don't know, they're pretty chintzy and floppy, and I mean they still are good there, but they're just not great ends on them. So both of them are yeah, I didn't kind of expect them to rust either, which is kind of weird. But this is one I made up. This is wire from, like, if you have a well pump. Like, I got a whole bunch more of it on the top shelf up there, all the wire and junk's up there. It's all that stuff there. And I do have a red, believe it or not, I have a red, but it's like way too thick. Let me see. Well, I have a smaller red up here, but this red here is like way too thick. So I use the green here for the positive. Now, I guess the well pumps, the submersible pumps, require different things. Usually the red would be like the main power, and this would be like a ground, and this is, I don't know what all the rest of them do. I think there was like 3 wires. There's a thin little black one too. I can't remember how many wires, but we ended up changing one of the pumps once. They changed all the wire too for some reason. So he's like, oh, I'll just put new wire on, save, you know, redoing all this. I'm like, okay, I'll keep it. So anyways, I kept it. Made this for my fuel pump, which worked good. Except these ends I wasn't crazy on. It was still working fine, but sad story though. I got my big charger, my NOCO big charger, the big 26,000. That's the ends from that. They're a little bit more substantial. Maybe, yeah, I don't want to do that. They're a little more substantial than these crappy things. So, but my charger packed it in. I was using it, had it on trickle charging my Kubota battery for the Mini X, and I went and looked by it one day there. I'm like, oh, the charger's not on. Well, it's plugged in. What the heck's going on here? So yeah, sure enough, nothing. I took it off, took it into my other workshop there, plugged it in, and it just kind of went when you plugged it in. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I thought, well, we're gonna have to get a new charger anyways, I guess. So these were good ends still, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna switch them. So we just got a little bit of soldering to do today, a little bit of cleaning. Now, this is the end that goes into the back of the pump, and then you screw this thing in and you tighten this down. But I'll tell you what, this little compartment in here where all these were in, there was a lot of water and crap in there, and then I had wire nuts on there, which was fine. It was still working, but these were pretty crubbed up. So I think I'm going to maybe change this and just bring out some cleaner wire, and this will have to straighten up and move down here a bit. I can readjust that after when we go back in the box. So for some reason I cut that one shorter. We'll go back a little bit more here maybe. Holy smokes! Oh! Oh! Need some kind of industrial strength cutters for these things, I guess. Yeah, those are kind of crubbed up. And yeah, but the box itself, there's a little metal plate that goes on the front, so you can pull these things out the front and then put their wire nuts on, then stuff them back in and put the box on. That was rusty in there, and it was full of ice, and I'm like, what the heck? So we'll just that tapping you hear in the background's the propane, or sorry, the diesel heater going, trying to keep me warm in here. It's actually not too bad. I am so gonna cut myself with this knife. Get some cleaner wire out here maybe. Holy smokes, this stuff is like a really thick coating on it. I guess it's meant to you know, it goes down in the well, and it's potentially going to be rubbing on the edge of the casing, because there's nothing really that this goes in here anyways. For our codes, we don't put the wire in anything else. It's just kind of a bundle of this wire that goes down to the pump. That's a little bit cleaner stuff. And this guy will bear off. Now I'm just waiting on the Amazon guy, because what I'm going to do is take these ends off, and I think I'm going to just chop them off here and then bare these ends too, and solder on this other wire here, which is a little bit thinner wire, but I mean, it's come off a battery charger, so it's got to be able to put up some pretty good amperage. Take some pretty good amperage. Alright, that one's still not super clean on its own, really. Maybe we'll get some of this stuff down here, just give it a little rubbing. Probably should solder these into the box too, into the wires in there, but I'll tell you what, that was sure handy to be able to get them out. The wire nuts were actually really hard to get off, surprisingly. And that'll be alright. Okay, so let's zoom to the other end here, because I think if I remember right, I put on some ends, screwed them in there. They're probably going to be in there pretty darn good. I don't think it's going to be worth messing with, so we'll just cut them off and start again. Yeah, these ones, I mean, I can't remember where I got them, but they don't even line up right. Like, just junk. I'm looking for some better ones. I was thinking I was just going to get a cheap set of like a cheapy set of booster cables and get the ends out of that, but then this thing crapped out on me, so I'm like, well, metal fatigue it. There we go. All right, so yeah, I'm just waiting for, I've got this shrink tube here. Amazon guy ordered some bigger shrink tube, because one of these, this is a 9mm or something like that, whatever that is. It'd be good for each individual wire, but then I want to put one over all of them again, right? So I need some that are a bit bigger. So this is pretty beefy stuff. So hopefully it fits that too. Pretty beefy stuff, but and then we're gonna have to solder these together too. So that'll take a bit of heat. Most definitely. I don't know if my little soldering gun here will be hot enough for that. I guess it would be, but I'll have to flux them up real good too. Maybe that'll probably help. Nice and clean too, so that's good. Nice clean copper is a lot easier to solder to. It's not the cleanest either. It must be just this type of wire. So I'm just waiting on the Amazon guy. I think that'd be all right. Okay, let me think here now. So we need to put on the Amazon stuff first over both of them. would have been better if those were the same length. Doesn't really make a big difference, I guess. Or will it? Might actually. Yeah, maybe I better. I know. Whoa, that one went across the room. I know. Should have measured once. Cut twice. Measure twice, cut once. Interesting, this stuff. Tarnishing in it already. I know that banging's a little annoying, isn't it? But the heater works pretty good. Oh, let go, will ya, for cornflakes? Got some good coating on it. That's why I use this stuff. Okay, we will have to wait for Amazon now. I don't know if this is actually going to work here on this one. It might just fit. Ooh. I might have to use one of the other ones for this one too, because this stuff's pretty beefy. Whew, just barely fits over the sheathing of this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight with it. But anyways, I'll wait till Amazon gets here. And in here we got our fairly big soldering gun. Let's give her a test here, make sure it works. Oh my goodness, I have been looking for this for a long time. And there it is, my test light. Oh my goodness, that's a 12-volt test light. So you put that on one side and then boop, if the light comes on, you got power there. Never even thought of looking in there, but anyways, I've got a nice big stripper, which would be too small for these things. We got some black tape. There's our flux. We'll need that for sure. And our little flux and brush thingies in there. And I've got some small solder and some little bit bigger stuff here. That'd probably be good for that. Let's just give this a little warm in here and see if it's going to work or not. It's a little rusty on the end here. That's not good. Yeah, it's starting to get warm there. Okay. Now we're going to tin it, what they call tinning, and it helps to, I'll show you here. So we'll get that crap open. This stuff's probably not good for you. Get this good and hot again here. I wish it had like a thing to keep it going on automatic here. Would be kind of nice. So this junk out of the way. I'll clean her a little bit. All right. And we'll just, coming out kind of loose on me. I don't know if I like that too much. There we go. Oh, now she's heating up. Okay, so we're just going to tin this, which is basically melt some of this on the end of it. It's a little bit dirty. I should probably get some new tips for it, but okay. That should be good when we're ready to go. We'll let that guy cool off. And wait for the Amazon guy to show up. Hopefully he's not too much longer. Let me just check and see if he's been here yet. Okay, the Amazon guy was super late, but that's okay. They're super busy this time of year. I understand that. They probably got bazillions of packages they're delivering to all over the place. What did we do before Amazon? Oh my gosh, who knows? But this is a little pack of, hopefully, first time I've seen it, a little, yeah, heat shrink tubers. Ooh, it's not a whole lot bigger, but that should be good. That's kind of what I was after. And they come in a 3-inch length of various sizes, we'll say. Got a whole bunch of these little wee guys, little bigger guys, little bigger again guys. Oh, wait a minute, we're getting bigger yet. That's good. And a little bigger again. And of course that one we just had out, which is probably the one. But then we've got really big ones. That might be what I need to go over everything. Okay, so first of all, let's just put those there. Think. Okay, that's the business end. That's okay. We're gonna need one, I think, big feller for 2 of these to cover the whole injury area. Now these things you want to make sure you push down a long way if you can, because once you're heating there and trying to solder or weld these together kind of thing, you're gonna run into problems because it's gonna start shrinking. And that wouldn't be such a good thing. Okay, probably this guy. Ooh. Hopefully this will all fit over this. Might be a little bit of a struggle. This one we'll try to keep a little smaller in this pack here maybe. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna push these way down because I think I'm gonna have to really warm these up. Okay, Fred, let's get out of Fred. Our buddy Fred. Okay, so we're gonna, I don't really understand what this flux does, but I'll tell you what. It does make it weld, solder, whatever you want, back like together. Way better. Okay, so now this one, we're gonna put this red and then yellow to black kind of thing here, and I don't 100% know how I'm gonna hold all these yet. I need one of them 35th hands, but we could pre-tin this side maybe too. Let's see if we can still do this here. I've done soldering for a long time. And this is a kind of bigger stuff too, so. You can see how it's kind of pre-tinning it, but it's taking a lot of heat. Might have to figure out some way. Might have to go to the vise here. Alright, we're at the vise. Because it was good advice. Not vise, get it, vise. Oh. Hang on, I'm going to lose all my new things here if I don't close that box back up. Alright, stay in there for a minute. Oh my goodness! Too many cords, too much junk. Okay, we got to try to get a bit more into this here. Maybe I'll flux it again. And I hope this thing will get hot enough. These things do. I mean, it's 100 watt. It should be pretty good. is asking kind of a lot about it. There she goes. Starting to melt in a little bit. Okay, now the fun part. Now the fun part. I kind of think I want to try to hold this wire right in the vise here. Now I got to try to heat both of these up and then stick them together. Just make sure we got lots of crap in there, because like I say, I don't know what it does, but it makes a difference somehow. I'm just not coordinated here yet. Well, that's how I want to do that, but I'm gonna need to need like another hand. You know what? Maybe we'll try to get this one going too here. I don't know if I got enough here. This might not work. I don't know if we got enough heat. This is pretty thick cord I'm trying to attach to here, so this might not get hot enough. I might have to It's not even really boiling the stuff too well. Flux is like a cleaner though, basically. Use it on copper pipes and stuff. It is like an acid, I believe. But, ooh, I don't think this is going to get hot enough. Uh-oh. We got some into her here. Let's see if we can. Ah! It cools down so fast. I need something to hold this guy now. I mean, I got my propane torch here, but I don't know. I don't think she's going to adhere to that. Should have probably welded them or mushed them together. Oh, get back here, will ya? Everything's getting caught on everything. Holy jumping! Okay, so far this isn't going too good. I just don't know if I got enough gun here to keep it hot and enough hands to keep it hot. It's not really meant for doing this kind of bigger stuff. Oh, it's kind of going. Sort of held there. Might need a little more loving, we'll say. If I get some more heat to it. But I need to get a way to figure out how to get this stupid cable held here. It's just not working. Better not heat that up too much more yet. Heat it up too much, it'll probably come off here again. Oh, baby. Where's my brush here again? Oh, see it come off. Ah, this is gonna be impossible, I think. All right, I think I finally got her here. She's a little bit rough though. I'll maybe heat her up again here. I'm kind of wondering if this is not quite tight enough or something. This thing used to get like red hot. It doesn't seem to be getting red hot anymore. Maybe I need a new tip for it. Really loose. Let me just check the box here while this is heating up and see if I got a... No, I don't got a spare. Okay. Well, I just want to... Oh, it is red hot. It's hot. Just want to smooth her down a little bit so that... Now, let's just click the light off here for a sec. Hang on. It's gonna get dark. No, oh, now I can't see it. Now I just want to see. Hang on, I can't see where the camera is now. All right. Let's see. Is that getting hot? Oh no, it's not going to get hot. You know why? Because the way I got this hooked up is this plug I got plugged in here is plugged into the lights. So when I turn the lights off, the lights turn that off too. But anyways, that's all right. It was getting red. Pretty sure that'll go down over there now. Yeah, we should be good. That's the one small one. And this other small one I think should be good. Let's get this guy mounted in here. And we'll flux them real good. And I was gonna... I'd like to just join it just like that. Okay. And we'll just get this tip heated up real good here, and probably should get a spare tip or two and put in the box here. Okay. Now, how am I going to do this? I need like 3 hands. Crap. Well, I'm going to have to try to do it like I did before and tin it up here, I guess. Sometimes you can get it in that middle too, but I don't seem to want to do that today. We're gonna have to do the same with that, I guess. I don't generally like to do it that way, but we'll have to tin her together, I guess. I don't have enough hands here. How am I gonna hold this stupid thing? I need like a third vise. That's the coordination. I just don't have it anymore. There we go. Maybe. Should be more than enough. I like to get a little more stuck onto this side too, so when we get over here, I'll clean again. Gonna stick a whole lot down to her, so I'll have to go with that, I guess. Solder sometimes doesn't like to reheat again, you know. Takes more for some reason. In here. Well, this one's being a little bit more of a butthole, isn't it? This wire's getting really hot. Hot enough I can't hold it. We just get it warm and I've never had this much problem getting something soldered. Jeez. What is going on with this one? It is not having it. Oh, I can't seem to melt any more solder into it. this isn't helping on this guy here either. That's got a bit of a blob on it now though, so let's see if we can get that to work. Without burning my hand. I think I heated the other one up better. It's a thicker wire. Okay, we might have her. Maybe. Holy smokes. That was a lot more work than it probably needed to be, but see if we can get her in the vise here. Squash her down a little bit. Man, I've never had that much problem with soldering before. Usually it's pretty slick, but okay. Okay, so that one's cooled down. Just don't think I really had a hot enough gun there. But anyways, it should work, hopefully. Alright, for this, you could use the same gun, but I'm just going to use this guy here. This one might be a little tight, so you just want to make sure those are cool before you try to slide stuff down over. Ooh, that's going to be a tight fit. But I think we squished her. Not gonna need much shrinking. Okay, that'll work. And then to bind these two together, once that's got to cool down a little more. Should have tested for any resistance, but I think we'll be all right. There's lots of join there. But yeah, I just want to make sure these are really cool before you go and slide that other guy down, because the heat of that will actually start to shrink the other one. That should be all right. All right, and then just to cover both of these up, bring this big feller down here. This was a little longer, but it should work. Yeah, it should be alright. And just to give her another little bit here, we'll put some of the black tape to her maybe. I never had so much trouble soldering. I just don't think that gun was really getting the heat to her, you know. Ugh, okay. There we go. That should be good. And right down to our new guy, and this even come with a little 40 amp fuse in her too, so that's kind of cool. Now, just to double check here, make sure we're good, we'll do some continuity testing just to make sure that it's actually sending a current through. Get our tester here. And does this one beep? No, I can't remember. Might not hear the beeping over the hammer in there. Yeah, I can hear it. Okay, just barely. Okay. So, we want the end of the green. And the red. Yep, we're good there. I can hear it beeping. And then we want yellow and yay, we got beep on both ends. So that's good to know. It's a good little tester, just a Canadian Tire special, but it works. Alright. So that was a good little kit. It was like 15 bucks or something like that. I didn't think that was really too bad. Yeah, that got hooked up a little weird above us there. This plug here, because I guess I wasn't really super paying attention. I hooked it into the light circuit here, so when you turn the lights off, this plug goes off. But honestly, that's probably fine too, because if you happen to forget about something and left it plugged in, well, there you go. So. And this should be good enough for running my fuel pump. I don't know how many amps that thing's going to draw, but these put out a fair bit of juice when they're charging, right? A lot of amps too, so should be good. I don't think it should have any problem. If she starts smoking, well, there you go. But I mean, these were some pretty heavy duty ends here too on this thing, right? So, oh, for cornflakes. Pretty heavy duty ends that are mounted onto the guy itself here, so I think those should be, yeah, no, that hurts. Should be pretty good. So that basically gets hooked to like the battery on the tractor, these things. That's what these are for. So then that starts my pump up, and then I hook the other end, of course, into the pump. The other end that we cleaned, and now I got it all messed up. This end here, so, oh yeah, over here. Gotta find, I got a bucket somewhere. Oh, here, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec, don't go nowhere. I got a bucket of these little guys here. I'll probably reuse one of these, two of these again. The other ones were like rusted, like, I guess they're not copper in these things. They must be just a regular metal, which is kind of crappy, you know. Some of them must be copper. We probably should have some big fellers like that. The wires we got going, it's not going to stay on there by itself. The wires that's going into it, into the pump, are way smaller. So I had a set of these on, but I kind of almost wonder if I should have a bigger one for or this guy here. And this one I could probably get away with one of the yellow ones. Yeah. See, that one looks to me like it's copper. Probably won't rust as easy, right? So that's not great, I guess. And this one would probably be too small, and it looks like it's copper. That one looks metal. Oh, wait a sec. I think I got one there that might be copper. I don't know if you can see in there. Oh, no! Stay there. So I guess there's different ones of these. Because, oh, would you just stay up there, you snake. These are definitely different in there, so I'm going to go with that one there, I think. And I think just so I don't lose them, I'm going to also tape them on here. Almost doesn't seem like it's really working too well. The tape's not very good. Well, I'll just put them in my pocket for now. I gotta be the best deal. Alright. Good use for the old peanut butter jar. Why not, right? Why not? Alright, well, I guess that's about it for today. Put this stuff away. Gun's fairly cold now, and it actually somehow fit in here sideways, kinda. Except the must have to get maybe a little bit bigger toolbox for this. It doesn't quite fit that gun in there, and really doesn't close too well, so you got to kind of keep an eye on that. But anyways, there we go. Sweet. Well, the little heater's still been working good. It's using roughly a gallon a day because I just keep it running, right? But should focus. I'll show you where we're sitting at. So we're just about 21, almost 70 degrees on there. So about room temperatures. It's kind of nice in here. So yeah, it's working good. But it doesn't really have a very big tank on it, right? Like I think it's only a gallon tank on it. So it lasts for like, well, the first time I'm like, probably left it a little too long, and it was almost sucking air on the very, very bottom corner. There's where it comes out. So kind of almost thinking like mounting another tank up higher or something maybe, and then have a little bit bigger tank of some sort, you know, and just hook it into the line on that. And just let her go for like a week or something would be nice, but I don't think it would draw up. It has to be like gravity above, even though there's a pump in it, but I don't know if it would actually suck it up off the floor, we'll say, from a can. So, but it seems to be working good. Just basically either shut it off and then, you know, turn it on when you need it. But it's kind of nice coming in here with the heat's already on, everything's all warm, your tools aren't all sweaty and weird, you know. You open your tools and everything's nice and warm. It's, you know, as soon as you turn the heat on, they turn all sweaty, right? So it's kind of nice having them all kind of climatized, ready to go. So stuff like that, you know, it's just nice to have a little bit of heat on. I got it as low as it'll go down. It'll probably go down to about 15 degrees, which is what, 60 for you guys. So that's not too bad. And like I say, this is about the lowest it'll go there now. So, but for this little building, works good. Maintains it pretty nice now. Remind you, it hasn't been really cold out either. We haven't got the, you know, minus, well, right now it's -3, which is 3 degrees below water freezing temperature. So it's not really that cold out here, but once we get to like the -10s and 15s, we might have to turn her up a little more to keep it nicer in here, right? But it seems like once it's up to temperature, it stays up to temperature, so that's kind of nice. But, and then this one, I haven't used this one at all, so it's been kind of nice not using that. But I guess if I shut this off and just let it kind of freeze up in here again or whatever, it would, probably wouldn't take long if I run this one and this one to warm it right up. He'd be 30 degrees before you knew it. So actually the other day I was in here doing something, I think for you guys or with you guys, and I had her turned up and I left. I forgot about it and I come back to check it just before I go in at night there, and holy smokes, it was it was like 28 degrees in here, which is like about 87 Fahrenheit, so it got pretty warm. But yeah, anyways, I guess that's it for today. Look at this, I went and left this on too. My bad. Ooh. Anyways, there we go. So we're gonna soon maybe get into working on that 041 AV just to see why it was such a pig to start. We'll have to see. It I don't even think it would start tonight. Let's just give her one little shot here. Let me throw you back on the TP here. And without giving her any fuel prime, it might go, it might not, I don't know. See, like I was saying, I don't really know much about the history on this thing. Off switch isn't working either. I had seen some exhaust coming out here kind of where it shouldn't have too, and it seemed really loud. I wonder if we got something else going on here. Uh-oh. That's not good. She might have a... Oh, see, I see something that's interesting down here. Somebody has... looks like put a spot of weld on the bolt in there. Don't know whether I can get you guys in there tight enough. On the bolt in here. That is holding the muffler on. See the weld in there? That's interesting. There's definitely smoke coming out where it shouldn't have been. Anyways, we'll have a look at her. Like I say, this is just a saw that I seen on eBay. I think it was years and years ago, because I lost, my dad's one got either lost or stolen from here somewhere. It just disappeared, and my father-in-law didn't know where it went, and I'm like, well, it was here. It was in the back of the Gator. So we're kind of thinking he might have had some other stuff in the back of the Gator and went and dumped it back there in the back field kind of thing there, and then didn't know about it. So, but it may be buried back there now, who knows. But that's interesting. It definitely seemed a little louder than it should have been too there. So, but definitely see some wetness in there. Well, we'll pull her off and pull her and see what we can do. Maybe it's junk, I don't know. It seemed to start run there though. That was good. But when it hadn't had fuel in it for a while, it seemed to not be pulling fuel, because it should have started right up. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We will catch you later, and you guys have a good one.